I can go. I don't really want to follow Richard after that, but I'll muddle through. Uh, um, let's see. My week has been a pile of bugs and small tweaks. One thing I realized I never actually demoed was the context menus, submenus now. So we nest some things like modeling here, over here. We nest calcs. It's a terrible example. There's more usually time frames. I guess here would be better. You notice it hits the edges right for these guys. We also have sub menus on this guy for the copy too. And the views also have them here. So these are nested. So lots of nested menus. Um, yeah, so that's just a hopefully lets us add even more things to the menus without overwhelming people too much.
Okay, great. So yeah, any folks on the field, if you have little requests for interactions, just throw them in. We can add them all now.
Yeah, yeah, we've got a little backlog that continues to pick up. There's a few things people like have a duplicate or let you edit a field from the header here, things like that. So
Not sure how desirable it would be, but can you level it even or nest it even further?
you
Like,
can technically nest as deep as you want. Please don't. Um, yeah, for now, one layer. From a UX perspective, you shouldn't. But yeah, honestly, I went 12 and it worked. And then I deleted the code because I don't want people doing that. But the component doesn't know or care. So yeah. Um, but if you submit bugs about your four level deep menu, I'm not fixing them right now. That's my quick answer. So that's that. And then on Friday, there was an ask from a customer to be able to override some embed settings. And so I added this little feature under embed where you can decide how your embed's going to behave. So defaults to user setting. You can choose always light, always dark, or operating system. There's a little nuance here. We'll explain the docs later, but like if you do this, and then you can also choose your theme. So this is the one he actually wanted, which was always blank and then like always light, I think. And so basically, what it actually does is just adds a couple parameters to the URL. You actually can take these and see them work in the product because theming is theming and we don't care where it happens. So if I hit this here, you'll notice this is now, oh, well, here, I'll do prefers dark for you. So my browser is in light mode, my OS is in light mode, but I've actually overridden it here. And the theme is blank, so there's no gradient. And if we look over here, this is actually detected that appearance controls are overridden because are disabled because they've been overridden. So yeah, the very beginning of thinking towards theming, Jared and I have been doing some conversations about actual theming. This is just mitigate people's pain scenario. So yeah. Okay. One thing we had a crazy situation a while back where somebody was running like a 2-year-old version of Safari and things didn't work well. So we added this really annoying banner where if your CSS doesn't load, we're going to show you this big thing saying go away. I had to hack the page to make this happen. Developers might see this when they're like mid build sometimes. People should not see this. If they see this, let me know. Unless they're running ancient browsers and then they just need to go get a better browser. But yeah, yeah, just so you know, if you see this, it is us, and hopefully people won't see it.
I've seen this
I swear I
intermediate.
saw it flash yesterday.
Yeah,
Just,
same.
just
On
like
Yeah,
that. And then it was like I didn't even I tried to screenshot it because I was
yeah,
like, what even is that red thing? But couldn't get it.
yep.
So
okay. Yeah, was it on a production instance or
I
a
think
local?
so. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, same with me, but it also it could have been during a deploy or something too. I don't
Yeah, and
know.
we may need to mitigate it a little further, like think through like it was basically a way to like tell people like things have gone poorly. But it's a little annoying. So yeah, happy to poke at it more. So that's good feedback. I think I've seen it do it once too, but I couldn't remember if it was production or dev. In dev, all bets are off because like you're mid build. I can't promise your CSS is there. Okay, another one was I think these were all Annika asks, which is great. I really appreciate little asks like this. Um, there are people who have really big schemas and they do things like that'll work. They have lots of duplicate names. Try this, where you can't tell labels from label, and now we actually include the schema name in the view dropdown. So just nice little piece of usability there. So yeah, that's a cleanup with that guy. Okay, this one I have to remember this. We saw nested topics last time. Jared made them look prettier, so I just wanted to call that out. But they're a little nicer looking. If we go into provolone here, that'll work. Um, Joins now nest their groups properly. So if you have a date, I don't have any grouped fields. They'll actually like nest like this. You can't collapse them because that would be a bunch more work I don't want to do, but at least it helps you like visually understand these are under that. So yeah, and it'll work in like any table properly, like create that there. So yeah. Okay, and then the actual thing that I was hoping to get done this week that I get done. If we go out of here, I go to a SQL tab. SQL mode is now prettier and more visible. So we've had some feedback about I can't tell if I'm in a SQL tab, and so now we have this cool, pretty purple up here when you're in SQL mode. And then we actually got rid of the SQL bar, and the SQL button is a two-parter now. So you can click it here, and it'll show you it's open, sort of like options do. And then as you click here, you get all these controls. Make it a little reorganized, so you can drop out of editable, or more interestingly, make a new tab. You can drop into editable in one click. So you can just click this, and you're instantly editable. If you turn off SQL superpowers, it'll tell you up here that your SQL powers are off. And you turn it back on, it all works. And if we go to my demo workbook here, it shows all the scenarios. So this is SQL with superpowers off. So it just shows a little like indicator of this guy off. You can exit right here if you want to get out. If it's unparsable, there's a bug that I need to patch really quick. It'll actually show you that Omni doesn't understand your SQL and you should discard SQL to exit. And you gotta do that over here. We may need to do a little more refinement on this behavior. And this is just in SQL powers off or superpowers off. This is just superpowers on, all is working. So I can exit here, I can exit over here. You'll notice a little icon showing that your superpowers are on. We switched to the lightning bolt because we can colorize it better than we can emojis. And then we do also offer like a little link to docs down here just to help people out. And last but not least, if you have an error, my SQL's closed. Yeah. Did you drop out, you jerk? Demo fail. Run. What did I do? Did you actually show the error, please? Oh, cool. That helps when your AWS connection stops right in the mode demo. Hold please while I authenticate with AWS.
Does that mean you opt in at like 2 a.m?
I don't want to talk about it. Yes. I don't know. It's been like a rolling battle with AWS the last few days as I've had random hours. Okay. Maybe this will actually behave. Okay. So, come on. I apparently broke something. Oh. Why is it being a jerk? Well, darn. It's supposed to be yellow and show you the little error under here. I think I broke something last minute, which is a bummer. You can see it bouncing up there, but it doesn't want to stay. So anyway, we have a little yellow treatment that shows you that you are in SQL mode, but we can't parse your SQL and offers you some options. And then you can also see it under here. So that is hopefully going to sort of address some concerns about how to make SQL UI more obvious. Last but not least, if you choose to clear your SQL or clear your query, it does nuke your SQL and drops you out of SQL and all that. So clear is very nuclear now per some requests. We didn't really want to do it before because it wasn't super clear if you were in that mode or not. Now dropping out makes it really obvious. If you want to get back in, it's quick. So yeah, that's the new SQL stuff with bugs.